Welcome! In this presentation, we will discuss the value of sprint planning meetings in Agile Scrum development. Due to the significant amount of work involved in a first sprint, meeting with the whole team including product owner, QA, and engineers to address ideas and concerns is vital. Now, let's jump into how we can make these sprint planning meetings as effective as possible. People sometimes wonder what the value is of so many meetings. Shouldn't we just get down to coding already? But we believe the best ideas come from the whole team. By holding multiple sprint planning meetings, a ton of rework and refactoring is avoided. It's an extremely powerful way of doing things that saves you from all the mess that typically comes up, particularly from QA when jumping too quickly into the sprint. Overall, the intensive planning you do before a sprint, the better you're set up for success. Before jumping into the sprint planning, certain necessary conditions should be met. A prioritized backlog, groomed stories, definition of ready, DOR, planned capacity. The goal is to make the sprint less of a moving target and more of a force that leads to predictable outcomes, sustained momentum, and a sense of achievement. Each software development project is different, but a typical sprint planning meeting covers negotiating and finalizing the sprint goal, understanding the story of stories, creating and assigning tasks on individual levels, estimating hours for each task, updating and validating available individual bandwidth, mapping dependencies and risks. There are two main goals to a sprint planning meeting: agreement on the sprint goal, or what will be delivered at the end of the sprint, a sprint backlog that contains a prioritized set of user stories, bugs, enhancements, tasks, and subtasks for the upcoming sprint. If you're ready to learn more about how Zibtek's sprint planning process helps you get the most out of your software, we invite you to check out our software development comparison guide or reach out to us today with any questions you might have.